Ryan was a 16-year-old boy with big dreams and an even bigger heart. He wanted to become a professional basketball player, someone who would inspire others with his skills and determination. Every evening after school, he would spend hours on the court, practicing his dribbles, layups, and three-point shots. Despite his dedication, Ryan wasn't the most naturally gifted player. His shots would often miss, and he was frequently outmatched by his peers. One sunny afternoon, as Ryan practiced, his school's basketball coach, Mr. Carter, approached him.
"Ryan,"
the coach said,
"I've been watching you. You work harder than anyone else, but you lack precision. The team tryouts are in 2 weeks. Are you sure you're ready?"
Ryan nodded, trying to mask his doubt.
"Yes, coach. I'll give it everything I have."
But that evening, self-doubt crept into his mind. What if he wasn't good enough? What if he failed in front of everyone? Those thoughts lingered as he continued practicing, pushing himself to exhaustion. The day of the tryouts arrived. The gym buzzed with energy as students showcased their skills. Ryan felt his stomach twist into knots. When his turn came, he walked onto the court, his palms sweaty and his heart racing.
"Focus, Ryan,"
he whispered to himself. His first layup was smooth, but as the drills progressed, his nerves got the better of him. He missed 3 consecutive shots, stumbled during a dribbling exercise, and even tripped over his own feet during a fast break drill. By the end of his session, he felt defeated. As the players gathered, Coach Carter announced the names of those who made the team. Ryan's name wasn't called. He stood there, frozen, as the weight of failure pressed down on him. That evening, Ryan sat alone on the court, the dim light of the street lamp casting long shadows. He replayed every mistake in his mind, each one feeling like a nail in the coffin of his dreams.
"Maybe I'm just not cut out for this,"
he muttered. Just then, an elderly man with a cane approached. Ryan recognized him as Mr. Stevens, a retired teacher who often walked by the court.
"You look like you've lost a battle,"
Mr. Stevens said, sitting on a nearby bench.
"I did,"
Ryan replied.
"I tried out for the basketball team and failed. I'd been practicing for years, but it's like none of it mattered."
Mr. Stevens chuckled softly.
"Years ago, I planted a garden. I watered it every day, but nothing grew for weeks. My neighbor laughed at me, said I didn't have a green thumb. I almost gave up. But then, one morning, I saw a tiny sprout. It wasn't much, but it was a start. That sprout grew into a tree that still stands today."
Ryan frowned.
"What does that have to do with basketball?"
"Patience and perspective, young man,"
Mr. Stevens said.
"You're judging yourself too soon. Failure isn't the end, it's a lesson. And just because you didn't succeed today doesn't mean you won't succeed tomorrow."
Ryan thought about those words as Mr. Stevens walked away. Maybe he had been too harsh on himself. The next day, Ryan decided not to give up. He analyzed his mistakes, watched videos of professional players, and worked on improving his weaknesses. Instead of practicing alone, he sought advice from his peers, even asking the players who made the team for tips.
"Why are you still practicing?"
"Because I still believe in myself,"
Ryan replied, a new determination in his eyes. Months passed, and Ryan's skills improved dramatically. He became quicker, more accurate, and more confident. He didn't let missed shots define him. Instead, he focused on learning from them. One day, Coach Carter approached Ryan during an open gym session.
"I've been watching you, Ryan,"
he said.
"You've grown a lot since the tryouts. We've had an injury on the team, and I need someone who's willing to work hard. Are you interested?
Ryan's heart leapt.
Absolutely, coach.
During his first game as a team member, Ryan felt the same nerves as before. But this time, he reminded himself of Mr. Stevens' words.
You're judging yourself too soon.
When the ball came to him, he took a deep breath and shot. The ball swished through the net. The crowd erupted in cheers, and for the first time, Ryan felt the joy of perseverance paying off. Over time, Ryan became one of the team's most reliable players. His journey inspired others, not because of his natural talent, but because of his refusal to give up. Years later, when Ryan was asked about his success, he said,
I wasn't the best player, but I learned the value of patience, persistence, and believing in myself. Sometimes, you just have to wait for your sprout to grow.
And with that, Ryan proved that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone on the journey toward it.